And welcome back to Hannity. Now we have a shocking report to tell you about. An Enroll America employee, a group that is dedicated to helping people sign up for Obamacare, has purportedly been caught on tape conspiring to release the private data of you, the American people. Now this was uncovered by none other than James O'Keefe and his organization. Now what we're about to show you is part of a 14-minute tape of undercover footage the investigator posed as the director of a political action committee, and he asked the Enroll America communications director to give him the personal information of people who have indicated they want to sign up for Obamacare. And while the employee at first was hesitant to do so, well, he eventually caved. Take a look.
How do we get the list, though? That's the question.
Well, I can't. I tell you, I cannot get you that list. That list is like it's like safeguarded. It is lock and key type of thing. It's very. I mean, that's people's personal information.
But not their social. I'm not talking about the people's social.
No. Any information is sensitive. Look, I like where your head's at. You're going by what we call rule number 17. But rule number 17 is and I quote you, is do whatever it takes.
That's it.
I like where your head's at. I just want to be smart about it. I love that philosophy myself.
So you can't talk to one. You don't know anybody off the record that would do this. I mean, nobody ever has to.
I do.
Nobody would hear about this. We will sign confidentiality agreements. Nobody ever has. All we need is the list. If you can give me that list, then that's it. I know you can do it.
Okay. I will talk to one person that I think might be open to having this conversation behind closed doors, and I'll get back to you on that. I mean, I have.
And if they can get the list for me off the record, you will make sure I get it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we can do it, we're going to get the list.
Now, there's also a lot more. The employee went on to say that he would try to use alcohol to persuade his source from giving up the information. Watch this.
And here's the other thing about exporting that is that anytime an export happens through any of those systems, it sends some sort of a message to someone or something like that. And the reason that I know this is because last year in North Texas, in your neck of the woods, someone did that. Someone exported a list, an OFA list, so that they could then give it to a political campaign, a local political campaign. And that person, they cut him loose immediately. So I don't know what mechanism is in place for the folks to find out that this list was exported or whatever. But there are those safeguards in place. So it's not like that. The person that I'm telling you that I'm referring to is like me in a leadership position. And so he could export the list if he wanted to. But again,
you don't know him like that? Do you know him like that to see if he would do it? Come on, Chris.
I know him well enough to feel like if we had a few beers, that this would not be the craziest conversation he's ever heard. Okay. Is he my boy? The answer is no. But I think we can speak the same language.
All right, that's pretty insane. Now, we did reach out to Enroll America by phone, email to try and get a statement on the story and confirmation that this employee in question did indeed work for them. However, they never got back to us. Joining me now with reaction, Fox News contributor Tony Sayegh is with us, and also attorney, radio talk show host Eboni Williams. Guys, good to see you. Really? This is now part 3 of a series now of navigators, say, oh, don't give your full income. Oh, and all the things you just heard there.
Yes, Sean, at the end of the day, whether you like this law or you don't, this is inexcusable. And this is the type of thing that goes to further this negative narrative that is surrounding what has been a very unfortunate rollout for the president and his administration.
Very unfortunate rollout, but isn't it unsustainable? Isn't there a reason for this when you spend hundreds of millions of dollars and you have 3 years to lay this thing out?
It's obvious, Sean, the president and his team were more obsessed with the politics of winning, getting Obamacare passed, than the actual policy and the implementation, and we're seeing it unravel. Look, in the case of the navigators, these guys, as we've been told by Kathleen Sebelius, don't even go through a criminal background check, and they deal with the most sensitive information of every American who, under penalty of law, is going to be compelled to give it in order to get health care through these online exchanges, which, by the way, don't even work. So when you watch this, it has to send this chill down your spine to know that these are the people who are going to be dealing with our most personal information.
And let me say this, Sean, as somebody who, from the beginning, very much so supported this law and also the president's enthusiasm behind it. It's very frustrating to see where there was so much time and effort spent. And money, yes, absolutely, spent on making sure that this thing passed muster politically. We're talking about over 40 repeal attempts from Congress. You were talking about Supreme Court tests. Where's the attention to the logistics?
But fundamentally, we got to go back to the main crux of this, is that the president sold this with very specific promises, like your doctor, keep your doctor, like your plan, keep your plan, and it's going to be $900 billion, and per family, per year, $2,500 savings. All right.